મુથુટ ફાઇનાન્સની વાત કરી રહ્યા છીએ. રિઝલ્ટ્સ બાદ સ્ટોકની અંદર એક સારા લોંગ્સ ઇનિશિએટ પણ થઈ રહ્યા છે. લગભગ 14% ઓપન ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ એડઅપ થઈ ચૂક્યા છે. તો એના જ વિશે વાતચીત કરવા માટે આપણી સાથે આગળ મુથુટ ફાઇનાન્સના મેનેજમેન્ટ જોડાઈ ચૂક્યા છે. કંપનીના MD जॉर्ज एलेक्जेंडर मुथूट आगे बातचीत कर अपनी साथ. सर, शुक्रिया मेरे साथ जुड़ने के लिए. सबसे पहले आई वुड लाइक टू अंडरस्टैंड द काइंड ऑफ कंज्यूमर सेंटिमेंट दैट इज वर्किंग ऑन. हैज द करंट कंडीशन बिन इम्प्रूव्ड since the COVID disruptions that we have witnessed, plus the kind of shopping people are having in this festive season? How is the sector churning on right now? If you can give me some details, let us start with that perspective.
What we see now in the market is that demand for business is picking up. Not only gold loan business, overall economic activity business is picking up. Our mainstay customers are generally the small shopkeepers, traders, MSMEs, etc. are our regular customers who take short-term loans from us through a gold loan. Now that the business is picking up, they need funding for probably their stock, purchasing their stocks, or for liquidating some other loans, etc. And also for their business purposes, they take a gold loan. And now in the just prior to Diwali also, there was a good demand from these traders and shopkeepers for loans. And now going forward also, even after Diwali, since we see the business, general business activity picking up, there'll be more demand for loans from these type of people. And the easiest and simplest and quickest way they can get a loan is the gold loan. Of course, gold loan is not a term loan for a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year loan. It is generally a short-term loan. Although we give it for a year, people generally tend to use it for maybe 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, etc. That is the actual on-ground period of a gold loan. So going forward also, in the next 2 quarters, we should see more demand picking up generally for loans. And when loan demand picks up, the first priority or the quickest one is a gold loan. And that is why we are seeing good growth in the gold loan business.
Some more details regarding gold loan scenario, sir. How has the loan growth been, and what are the targets that you are setting in terms of growth parameters?
Yeah. See, gold loan is something which is probably one of the best forms or the best forms of a credit, a person to get a credit. So for gold loan, you don't need a rating, a CIBIL score, etc. You don't need it. So even if you don't have a good credit score, etc., you can get a loan. Even for initially taking first-time loan people, taking a gold loan, repaying it on time, etc., generally builds up their credit score also. So as a first step, this is a good one for initial customers, initial people to take a loan and maybe bring up a good score, credit score mechanism also. Now, gold loan as a product is very convenient for people. And there is such a lot of gold. It's estimated about 20,000 tons of gold is there in Kerala, not in India, with the consumers. And probably not even 15% or 20% of that has really come to the gold loan market. So 80% plus is still with the people, and this is a potential collateral for taking a convenient loan. It is only the mindset of the people which need to change, and which is definitely changing. That gold loan is something where you can use your loan gold which is lying there with you unutilized, probably unutilized fully, to make it as a productive loan. Now, as long as people start using that for their needs, this will be a good, there will be good prospects for gold loan. And we see more and more people also entering into this field. That definitely shows that not only Muthoot, many others are positive about gold loan as a business.
And your guidance regarding to NIMS, can we witness a more improvement there?
See, we have been giving a guidance on the AUM growth of gold loan. We had given a 15% guidance. First quarter was a flat, so we did not grow in first quarter. Second quarter, we grew by a little more than 5%. And third and fourth quarter also, we should see the same. So that our overall guidance, which we gave for 15% yearly growth in the gold loan AUM, I think we stand by it. If economic activity picks up and things are much better, it should do better than 15%. Now you are asked about interest rate margins, etc. Our interest rate margins are comfortable or a little high. One reason is that we have a very good capital adequacy. Our capital adequacy is about 26%. That is zero cost loans, zero cost funding. So that adds to our net interest margin. But if you look at the interest spread, that is the interest we pay and interest we collect, the spread, it should be in the region which continues to be in the region of 10 to 11%. I think we should be able to continue with that. When the incremental borrowing cost for us comes down, we generally pass on this benefit to the customers also, so that we maintain our net interest spread.
Agreed, sir. And regarding disbursals, what kind of growth are you expecting there going ahead?
Yeah, disbursals. Our disbursal, usually our loan, the average tenure of a loan is about 4 months. So if we have an outstanding of, you say, 50,000 crores, our disbursal should be around 2.53 times that. So if we have a 50,000 crore AUM that's outstanding on the books, our disbursal should be in the range of 100,000 crores. So more than that. So that is what we see. Our disbursal is always almost the same trajectory like that.
Agreed, sir. And lastly, about the subsidiary, the housing finance book does recommend a kind of pressure that is going on in a row for fourth consecutive time. What is your outlook on that? And in terms of asset quality, how can we witness an improvement there in coming times?
Yeah, our asset housing loan is only to the affordable housing sector. So that sector, even before the pandemic, has been seeing a lot of issues, especially from the quality of the builders not able to deliver these affordable houses to people. So that started much before the pandemic. And during the pandemic also, it got a little worsened. So we have been calibrating our growth, or rather, we were bringing down our portfolio consciously. So from about 2,600 crores, it has now come to about 1,600 crores. So we have been gradually bringing down the portfolio. But now we have flattened it. Now, last month, we have started disbursals. So going forward in the next 3-4 quarters, we should see the AUM also rising. We are still waiting for the good quality builders to come forward and offer affordable houses. So the housing loan sector is doing better, but not necessarily the affordable houses. The affordable houses still has to pick up, and probably you would see that the type of consumers or customers who have been taking housing loan, they have been displaced from their place of work. They are now coming back to their place of work, and that is the time when more and more demand for affordable houses will come. So we are just waiting and see. We are not very aggressively growing it. As we go forward, now that things are getting normal, we should see gradually the affordable housing also picking up. So along with that, the quality also, because the denominator is falling. The denominator is falling. The percentage of the NPA also is a little high now, but compared to other similar affordable houses, we are on par.